Hello folks, welcome back along to another episode of A Dairyman's Diary. My name is Frank and you join me here in Meadow Grove. So we're just kind of tidying up a little bit this morning. Just finished tidying up the cattle alleyway there. We're going to park this into here. We've got a busy day ahead actually, got a lot to try and get done. So for now I'm just going to dump that down there, like so. And now we go, cattle are looking good and nice and happy and healthy. That's all you can really ask for. Get that shot there. As you can see, they are kind of just frolicking, really. I would say, looking good. It's another nice warm day. The sun's not really out as much as it could be, but it's a great day anyway. We have got a few things to go and do today. Starting with carting some bales in. We're going to take the John Deere 6820. We're going to head down to the south of the of our land where we were baling recently and start to bring some of those bales back in. We've got a few of them stacked up around the yard already. The mowers have been taken off. Cleaned up as well, because I'm not sure, we're going to need them probably one more time, but yeah, I'm not sure if that's fully confirmed yet. We just need to see how we do when we finish up this hay. Everything's mowed down for now, everything's ready to go. It's either baled or it's drying out, ready to be raked up. So the John Deere is still on the baler there. Our new John Deere is on the with the loader attached, ready to go and cart some bales in, so we're looking good. Bales are all being stacked up here as well, so starting to make a little bit of progress filling the shed up. A long way to go though, as you can well see. Otherwise though, I think we're looking pretty good. We have the New Holland is on the sprayer. We've got to go and do some preems on some of the barley we drilled recently. That's pre-emerge and just stop any weeds coming through as it's growing, so that's the job to do later on today as well. We need to get some slurry onto the hay ground to see if we can get a second cut off that. However, that's all things that need to come up in the future, but for now we're just going to jump into the John Deere and get ourselves fired up. Switch my beacons on. Let's pull that up as well and get out of the way. There we go. So we really wanted to, when we were looking to, or thinking about replacing the New Holland or the Ford 7740, I needed a loader tractor. This John Deere was perfect for it because it's an improvement all around, faster gearbox, more power, front loader that was a little bit smoother and more efficient, and loader brackets as well. Ooh, that was a bit tight. So yeah, this was exactly why we picked this model up really, and it's working fantastically well for us, I must admit. So far, and as you can see, we've got a few fields cleared, and all the main fields that were built around the yard here have been done. There's one more small paddock along the back there which we need to get to, but I probably won't even use the bale trailer for that one. There's a couple of bales left in there that I'll come pick up as well. Elsewhere as well, we're going to be hiring a muck spreader in the coming days, just so we can get into this field here. Spread this muck on that field, work it in. We might even just plough it over one more time. I'm not sure, but we want to get that put into some barley. Then we've got this field over there to do as well, so we've got lots to work on with, and it'll be nice to kind of get going with all that really, and see how we can really push ahead. We want to get a lot more barley planted this year than we had last year. I want to get some wheat into the ground as well. So yeah, we've got a lot to do really. Down at the far new yard, we actually mowed all that ground down, you may remember, so that's actually growing back. We may well be able to get a crop off hay for that, which we might look into doing, so have to see how that comes along. But if we can get some more hay off that, that would be ideal. It really, really would be. Is there anything coming here? This is a bit tough to see out of. Okie dokie, and we're going to head up to this field here first, I think. This is one of the first ones we baled. Yeah, but everything's going very well actually. We're really making some good progress, and really trying to capitalise as much as possible on the slightly warmer, drier weather. And that's what we need to do. Oh, maybe. We do need to get some more chicken food arriving soon though. I've got to make an order for that one because our chickens are flying through it. And we're looking to get another 50 arriving soon as well, so obviously the more you have, the more they're going to take to eat. So yeah, that's something that's on my list of things to do. Okay, let's just park this somewhere on the level ground. Park it like this way, I think. Okay, it's just I'm just gonna drop the pickup hitch down. There we go. Alright, and so let's go and see if we can salvage some bales from the hedge line first, I should think. Using the joystick here is nice and fluid, really, to be able to operate the front loader. Really does make it much better. This one needs to just be pulled out first, and then we'll see what we can do with it. And then it might be good actually if we just spin around. And what I typically do is, for my bottom layer, I'll usually stack them on their ends, like that. And do the same with this guy. I often do think about square bales in terms of getting a Hessian baler, but the cost of a Hessian baler is too much for me at the moment there. We could probably pull one with the big John Deere, but it's yeah, it's an expensive outlay, and yeah, I don't know if we're quite there yet. We'll see. I always try and keep an eye on the classifieds, see if there's something we can pick up for a little bit cheaper, but at the moment there, I've had no such luck on that front. Let's put this together. Fantastic. Alright then. Off we go. You can see the haze looking nice and dry. Still got a little bit of green in there, which is what you want. You don't want it to be too dead, but you don't want it to be too dry. But it's got a little bit of green, which means got a little bit of nutrients left in there, which is good. After all, that's why we're feeding it to them, to the cattle there and to the sheep. Particularly like to have a nice and dry. There we go. A bit more maybe. Nice and dry fodder there, which will do them very good in the winter months to come. I'm hoping that we don't have to put them inside quite as early as previously. If we're able to keep them outside for a little bit longer, that's always preferred. Just obviously because that means that they're not eating as much of our winter feed, and they're able to get as much nutrients out of the grass as possible. So that's an idea. That's what we can hope. There we go. Bales are nice and tight as well. We've got the bale pressure working well on the class there. I don't like them to be too soft because what I don't want them is to kind of not be able to handle very well. But at the same time, if they're too hard, you can find that they generate too much heat inside there, and then that doesn't bode too well. So we've kind of got it dialed in nicely. There we go. We've got a new looking bale fork on the front as well. We picked this one up a couple of weeks ago actually, once we got we had the John Deere coming in, which means it's quite handy because we can keep our loader at home. We can use that to unload everything from the at the yard. This means though we can have two loaders going really, which speeds up the whole bale handling process no end, as you can imagine. There we go, nice and slowly. Just getting used to kind of where my the depth perception really. This load is something new to me, so just want to make sure that we're all good because they're a little bit deceiving at times. So it's going to take us a little bit of time to get through all of this field, but we'll keep cracking along anyway, and we'll come back to you when we've made a bit more progress and just have a look at how we're getting on. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back along. We're just putting the last two onto here, and we'll get those straps put on. And I think we'll be all good. This one's not going to be very square, which is frustrating, but we'll see if we can make it work still. Put on a bit of an angle there, maybe. Not as many bales on this field as one would have hoped. Only one trailer load, really, which is a little disappointing. Good job we got more grassland to go at, really, I would say. They come there. Now there is one more left we're going to pick up, but first of all, what are we looking like there? No, they're going to get pushed on a little bit more. Just until I'm happy with them, really. I want to push them on a touch. Let's lift them up. How's that looking? That'll do. Get the straps changed around as well. And that one. And that one. Excellent. So they're not going to go anywhere, which is good. Now we're just going to pick up that one straggler we have in the corner of the field. And then we're good to go. Nice, another load. We'll get this all in. Didn't take us too long to get those all kind of gathered up. And yeah, we'll get ourselves away. Really do like using this, our joystick down here is very ergonomic, very nice and easy to use. Just put the tractor into a range that suits, and then you're kind of away to go, really. Very nice and comfortable. Make sure that one's on properly, which it is. Excellent, job done. So this feels like you're going to get a bit of slurry on it. We'll see if we can get a late third cut, which would likely be silage at this stage, to be honest. But if we can get it, that's another little bit of extra food and fodder for the winter. It's always good to have a little bit extra. You can always, you know, find something to do with that, be it sell it or whatever. But if you don't have enough, then you're really in a pickle. There we go. So yeah, I always like to just kind of hedge my bets a bit. See what we can do. Grab a few extra bales there. No, this is going to want to rock and roll on this hillside here. We'll just take it a bit slower there. Lovely. Birds are still in here picking up the, getting at the worms. They do love this time of year. Okay. What I'm going to do is just lift this guy up so we can get out the field safely. Hope that there's no one coming. Not that way. Not that way either. Perfect stuff. And out we go. Looking good there. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Alright then. Keep that bale down so it doesn't crack the top of the trees. We're not going far anyway. We're just going to take it nice and slowly up here. That's a heavy load behind us, and if it starts to get a bit of momentum, it's difficult to get it back under control. So we'll just take it nice and easy. Let's swing wide so we can get into here, though. What's that sign? Excellent stuff. And off we go. So we're going to do a few more loads of this today, I do believe, and then there's a little bit of a breeze in the air right now, so we're going to wait for that breeze to pass, and then when it does, we'll be able to get in with the, go out with the sprayer actually and get some more work done there, because we don't want to go too soon with that one at all. But that'll be the plan for the rest of the day, and before you know it, we're flying. We're getting through this nice and easily. What have we got now? After that field, there's the paddock, a couple of paddocks around the main yard that we need to clear up with bales, and then there's one field that's currently baled, and 1, 2, 3 that are ready to be baled just about. So a lot more left to work on, that's for sure, but we'll get there, and we'll get that all wrapped up, and then that's the hay done for now. There's one field of straw that we need to get cracking on with as well, so we'll have to look into that one and get that done as soon as possible. Oh, let's just lower that down. I'll start taking branches down here quickly if I'm not careful. And yeah, really pushing ahead. Oh, easy. There's a straw bale in there we need to pick up still. That was the last of the oat straw. Oh, we're going to have to go a little bit further wide there, and there we caught that. Let's just take it into the hedge a bit here. There we go. Perfect stuff, and away we go. Tractor nose is pulling the weight here, that's for sure. Good grief. And in we go again. Want to kind of hug this corner here. So enough. Ooh, it's going to be tight. We need to move this rubbish out of the way here. Stand any chance. There we go. We're going to lift this bale right up nice and high so we can try and get around this way because we've got to swing wide there as well. Excellent. Now what we may well do, see if we can get around there. Oh God, Lord, this is always a tight yard. Too many places to watch where it can go wrong, really. But we made it. So what we'll do, we'll just swing this kind of, point the nose up into this gateway here, like so. Get back a little bit more. Alright, and we'll leave this here. So then, with that, we're going to get cracking, we'll get this unloaded here, and then before you know it, we'll be back out into the field for the next one. However, we will leave this here for now. Thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, as always, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a share, and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation, who very kindly agrees to host everything. And we will see you in the next. So until then, thanks ever so much for watching. Do stay safe, enjoy what you're doing as always, but most importantly, happy farming.